Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay. I'm a bit late to the party, but here we are. And if you're wondering why I'm starting here as opposed to the House of Legends, just give me a minute that I can finish my setup over here. Evil YouTube. So many questions. Almost there. Stay on target. I'm not sure why there's a bit of lag. Doesn't matter. There's lag on YouTube, not on DCUO. Hello, Nicholas Fane. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, say yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's ask in case. Hello, Six God. Can you hear me? Oh, the answer is yes. Absolutely. Good. We're good to go. So before we get started, I'm starting here because sadly I didn't get the chance to make a video about the PvP this week to explain where you can get your PvP gear. I know some people want to be able to get some PvP gear. Like, you can play PvP even if you don't have PvP gear. But if you want to purchase some PvP gear, the first place you can look is the Pulsar Ward vendor.
Taking the fight to the villains of the world, eh?
So here you will be able to purchase the PvP trinket, the PvP sorter, and there's also some PvP gear that you can get from here. So this is the first PvP stuff you can get. Uh, there's not a lot of PvP gear selling on that vendor. Like this vendor is in the Diamond District. There's also a vendor in the Midtown police station, and the same there's also vendors also in the safe houses. So sadly, we are going to have to go to the Watchtower to continue our little adventure. Let's go over there. Sorry, scrolls. So hello, Six Gods. Hello, Muscleman. Hello, I. Hello, Metro. Hello, Debiru. And hello, Nicholas. So stay on target. We're almost there. There should be a PvP vendor in each wing of the Watchtower. Way back when, we had some cash gear that we could purchase with only using cash. Like, you saw the vendors in Midtown, but he barely had a few pieces of gear. Sorry about that. Let's scroll all the way back, all the way down. I'm not sure what happened to the cash gear. Oh well. So sadly here you can see some of the early PvP gear that you can purchase. So early on it's not too expensive for one piece of gear, but the price goes up quickly enough. And eventually you will have to spend 5,000 marks for one piece of gear, which is sad, but what can you do? Also, before we continue, in order to be able, like it starts, if I recall correctly, it starts at 96. There we go. It starts at the. Actually, there's some gear that doesn't have a combat rating somehow. Not sure why. Doesn't matter. So in order to, so you will have to purchase, let's say, the 96 combat rating gear, and you have to purchase the entire 96 piece of gear before you can purchase the 97. Then you'll have to purchase the 97 before you can purchase the 98, and so on. So if you look at the vendor and you don't see the next set of gear, like in this case here, I see the last gear I see is the Outsiders gear. I don't see the Deadshot set of gear because I did not purchase the entire Nightwing set of gear just yet. So sadly, in order to be able to see the next gear, you have to see the previous gear. I know it's a bit convoluted. What can I say? I didn't come up with the PvP rules. So you should have a vendor in every wings of the Watchtower, but there's also the vendor over here next to the Batman Superman statues, and it's the same also for the House of Legend, for the House of Doom, the Hall of Doom. I'll get it someday. So in the Hall of Doom,
The authorized number of training marks can be exchanged for sections of state-of-the-art combat equipment.
so in the Hall of Doom, you will find the same vendors in every wing of the Watchtower, and
Have a
here.
fine day, combatant.
Yeah, and this here is some of the older PvP styles. that sadly were removed as time goes by. So you cannot get those as piece of gear anymore, but you can still purchase the styles if you don't have those pieces. So let's go back to the House of Legends as usual. So while we zone in. Yeah, I play as a hero, but it doesn't matter as a man because if you guys were not there last week or last Wednesday when we played, basically what we will do is that we will select a mission. Everyone will queue for that mission, and the matchmaking will make the teams. So whether you're hero or villain doesn't matter. The game will do the matchmaking. I thank you, Debiru. Six God, yeah, PvP needs to come back. It's kind of dead. Yeah, they pretty much gave up on PvP at some point. Six God on PvP 100. Congrats. DCUO Factor 7, the cash gear got removed years ago when they reworked PvP CR and put a stat floor in the arena. Yeah, that's what I was starting to think. I could have sworn we still had the PvP, the cash gear, and some people told me we still had the cash gear on some of the vendors in the safe houses or the police stations. Obviously, that's not the case. We just have a few pieces of gear. But yeah, I guess since there is since PvP does give stats to our character, yeah, I guess the cash gear was no longer needed. Scrolls, that's what Multiverse is doing, bringing life back to PvP. We had a match last Wednesday, absolutely. Hustle Man on PvP 98. It's alright, you can come 98, 99, 100, doesn't matter. You guys will be able to come anywhere. Scrolls have one piece of Gotham Knight. That's okay. I don't have the full set either. I only have a couple of pieces. Digital Factor, I need two more pieces to hit 101. I don't think you'll be able to do that today. I doubt. Even like last Wednesday when we played for a bit, we were able to get some currency, but obviously not enough to even buy one piece of Nightwing gear. Sadly. Digital Factor, I would recommend sticking to Legends until you get a full set of gear, unless you have a lot of skill points. Scrolls, Multiverse said we'll do Legends PvP. Yeah, we'll try to do it like the last week of the month, like the last Wednesday. And like I was thinking of playing PvP on Wednesday, but seeing how it progresses, once a week might not be enough for most of you guys. And also, there's people who were not able to be there on Wednesday. Sadly, some people are working. It happens. So we may have to do it twice a week. So we'll try, if we can, we'll try to do it Wednesday and Sunday. That way, if people work on Wednesday, hopefully they are going to be able to play on Sunday. If people work on Sunday, hopefully they'll be able to work to play on Wednesday. Now, if you work on both occasions, there's nothing we can do. So how is this going to work? Very simple. Let's go to the on-duty menu. And last time we were a bit ambitious. We started with 8 versus 8, and it didn't really work out. So today, let us start with quite simply. We'll start with 4 versus 4. So we'll go through 4 versus 4. We'll probably go through a handful of 4 versus 4. Then we'll play maybe 8 versus 8. Then we'll go through a handful of 4 versus 4. Then we'll play the second 8 versus 8, and so on. That way, because I never realized that we only have 4 8 versus 8 missions. So if all we do is play 8 versus 8, holy crap, it's gonna get repetitive pretty quickly. So let's start with 4 versus 4 and see what happens. So ideally, guys, everyone should queue for Ace Chemical, and I play on US PlayStation. Doesn't matter if you play on Xbox. Queue also for Ace Chemicals. If you play on Switch, queue for Ace Chemicals. And hopefully there'll be enough of you guys on Xbox and on Switch so that you will also be able to play with us at the same time. Ideally, it doesn't matter if Multiverse is here or not. It should be an occasion to be able to get a set time where everyone logs in, everyone plays PvP, and hopefully that allows everyone to be able to play some of the 4 versus 4 or even better 8 versus 8. No, it's not an official event by the devs. It's something that I came up with. And so there's no official rewards other than if you need some feats from the PvP missions, now is the time to be able to get those feats. And of course, if you need currency to purchase the PvP set of gears, of course, this will give you an occasion to get that currency. So enough stalling, let us start the cure right now. And the good thing is that we don't even need to form a group. Like normally when we meet on at Live at 5 on Friday, we have to put a group together in order to be able to play the missions. Today we don't even have to do that. Nah, I'm not going to give DC cash or anything, Six God. The reward will be being able to get the PvP feat, being able to get the PvP currency. That's going to be the reward. DCUO Factor 7, it'd be cool if the devs threw an event like Friday Night Legends back in the day. I kind of doubt it's going to happen. Sorry, my neck, my nose is a bit stuffy right now. I kind of doubt it's going to happen because of the way when we had the previous Friday Night Legends, they stopped doing that because let's say they were spammed a little bit the last time they did that, so they kind of decided not to do that again. Although that was way back when with Maps and Spittle. Spittle is gone, Maps is gone, so who knows? Maybe they will. The new devs might do something like that at some point. Although you may notice the new devs don't really do live streams very much. So I kind of doubt it, but maybe at some point they'll be able to do that. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see for that. Hello, Superman. And I see how we're waiting.
Keep it up.
So
I look forward to our future joint ventures.
here we have our friend Future Lex who's selling some Legends character. So if you have some Legend currency, you will be able to purchase some of those Legend characters here. Scrolls, those were the days, man. Friday Night Legends. Oh yeah, it was a fun bit. I kind of miss. I miss having Jens and Maps making those live streams. Sorry, my mouth was a bit dry somehow. Sadly, here we have 1,000 feet of snow that's falling right now. So I had to do a bit of shoveling so that my door wouldn't be blocked by the snow. These two Factor 7, I missed when Spittle was beefing with Obsidian Chill live on stream. Those were the days. Scrolls, back then I barely did PvE, mostly PvP. I understand. Yeah, at the time PvP was quite different, especially in the open world. Once I started playing PvP in the open world, once I started playing in the PvP open world, all my characters were playing in the PvP open world. Even afterwards, when they made it so that we could no longer create characters in the PvP open world, what I would do is that as soon as I would reach level 4 and exit the Brainiac ship, I would go to the lair of one of my alternate characters, and then I would use the teleporter to go to the watchtower, and then use the phase shifter to switch. So even when I was level 4, I would still play in the PvP open world, and it was pretty awesome at the time. You pretty much had to learn to grow eyes in the back of your head in order to not be jumped by some evil PvP players trying to jump you in the open world. Scrolls, I miss raiding villains and nightclubs. Yeah, those were the days, but no more. DCUO Factor 7, I'm thinking about making some more PvP videos since there's not much recent PvP content out there. It's going to be a bit challenging. You can see here we don't have that many people right now. Actually, we don't. We have Factor 7. There you are. So we'll give people a chance to be able to log in and hopefully join us. We'll see. And of course, you can see I have my brand new knight outfit. I was a bit more prepared today than last time. I made a controller armory and a DPS armory. So I would invite people come and join us here. And if you want to put your best checkmate outfit, that would be nice too. We do have a few quote unquote official checkmate sets of gear. I'm using some of that here, like the chest piece and the gloves. But I had to cheat a bit to be able to recreate a knight character from the Checkmate comics because somehow they did not give us the knight headpiece, or actually the actual knight sets of gear. DCUO Factor, One Piece, and Nightfall Gang Squad were a real threat back in the day. Doomsday, I did PvP only until PvP died. Well, technically, there's still people doing duels and probably 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2. But yeah, for group content, yeah, there's not enough people playing the content, sadly, and we can see it right now. Superman, I have to do a Lantern PvP Ring War event video and a Diamond Heist video. Yeah, I wish they made a change to those. Sadly, way back when they made those like missions that you could play only once a day unless you use replay badges to reset the missions. They should probably remove that. I'm gonna try to see if I can ask that on the Discord because way back when we had basically we had the heroes that were camping the Diamond Heist, we had evil villains who were camping the Ring War, and there was people all day long who would play those events. Scrolls, I used to chill with those guys in Metropolis on the rooftops. Absolutely. That was the place to go back in the day. People would go there, chill a bit, wait for the event to start. Miss Bitty Boop, what about PvP? We're waiting for people to cure. So right now we're queuing for. Let's go to the on duty. Custom play. Oh, evil menu. So let's start to cure for Ace Chemical 4 versus 4. So basically the game plan, if it works according to plan, we'll start with Ace Chemical, then Star Labs, then Temple of Isis, Arkham Asylum, probably Safe House. And by then we should have enough people that will be able to play some of the 8 versus 8. We'll play it by ear and see what happens. Worst comes to worst, we'll play 4 versus 4 and 5 versus 5 throughout all those missions. We'll see. I guess another option would be maybe one day we could do nothing but Ace Chemicals, so we'd play Ace Chemicals all day. Then we could do maybe Star Labs all day. But I'm worried that it might be a bit too much, too repetitive. So hopefully we'll start by alternating, and we'll see what happens. So guys, we don't even need to form groups. Just log in, curve for the mission, and oh, there we go. And the matchmaking will take care of the rest. Let's give a little bow to everyone. So may the best hero or villain win. I often hear players say that apparently everyone wants to play PvP. Every player in DC Universe Online is a PvP player. Sadly, that's not at all what we see in game. Now, sometimes people think that I don't want PvP because sadly I've pretty much accepted the fact that the devs pretty much have given up on PvP. Ah, someone declined. They're so mean. So we're searching for a new group. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Oh no! A card trick from the evil clown. Miss Betty Boop, everyone's a PvPer until they fight in arenas. Yeah, I suppose. It's just that there's players who seem to think that because they love PvP, everyone loves PvP, and it doesn't exactly work like that. Sadly, at this point, the lion's share of the DCUO players are PvE players. It's sad, but that's how it is. Now, does that mean that I don't want PvP to come back? Absolutely not. I wish PvP could be like it was way back when, that we had everyone hanging out in the PvP open world. But I don't want to delude anyone. I don't want to give false hope to everyone, to anyone. I don't think that's gonna happen. But we can do our part. We can try to see if people want to play PvP and then get them to play PvP. We're gonna have to wait and see. And some people have decided to troll, of course. Let's see if we can call in looking for group. Yeah, sadly, even though we're cured, doesn't seem to want to work. So we've been waiting for 11 minutes, almost 12. Superman, to be honest, if it doesn't come back, I just like the currency to be lowered or changed to source marks. Well, you can purchase you can already purchase the styles using source marks. Where's the vendor? There she is. You can already purchase the PvP styles from our friend Lady Shiva using source marks. But there's also a couple of PvP styles on the Dr. Fate vendor. Ah, non Equinox. He's saying you got all the pool multiverse. Try to convince them to bring back a survival mode. I suddenly have bad news for you, unknown Equinox. I don't have any pull with the devs. It's sad, but that's how it is. As for bringing back survival mode, I don't think it's going to come back. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I guess some people have decided to be uber annoying. So let's go elsewhere. So we'll stay here for a bit, hoping some people calm down. I will see. So sadly on Equinox, I don't have a lot of pull, and I don't think survival mode is coming back. I could be wrong. I'm hoping to be wrong, but it doesn't seem likely. Jordan, do you think they'll release survival mode this year, or at least add the vendor items to another event? I'm hoping they'll add the vendor items to another event, or to maybe add some other vendor. But at this point, we don't know. Yeah, the gear is expensive. Superman, but like the PvP gear itself, it could be lower than Scrolls is right. Those gear styles are expensive. Absolutely. And Miss Betty Boop, so is this like a regular weekly thing you're doing? PvP like once a week? Well, I tried once a week on Wednesday, but I don't think that's enough. I don't. I think once a week is not enough, especially considering what we just mentioned. Like the PvP gear is very expensive. If we play only once a week, it'll take us 23 years to get the PvP gear. So let's try to do this twice a week. But so far, it's doesn't look good. Were you ever heavy into PvP? Oh yeah, when obviously like everyone else, I started playing on the PvP open world, and but there was a lot. Sadly, in this universe online, one of the national sports is griefing. And in the PvP open world, very often you would have people griefing you. They would like you would try to fight some bounties or some characters in the open world, and then you would have someone from the opposite faction who would be healing those characters. So that got annoying real fast. So I switched to the PvP open world so that if somebody tried to do that, I would beat the snot out of him. And that's pretty much how I got started on PvP. So I switched to playing on the PvP open world, and I got hooked. And afterwards, all my characters were playing on the PvP open world, and of course, playing PvP matches. But I got burnt out a bit. Basically, the summer of Origin Crisis, when we got the first PvP season, that did burn me out a bit because at the time you had to win your matches in order to be able to get the currency. Like the devs had the bright idea to say that if you don't win your matches, no currency for you. And the one we when we did mention that it probably wasn't a good idea. They were counting on the matchmaking. They thought that the matchmaking would even things out. That thanks to the matchmaking, you would not end up in a situation where you would lose and lose and lose matches. The matchmaking would match you against people more or less the same strength you were. But they were first either they were overestimating the matchmaking, how good the matchmaking would do a job, or they were underestimating how players would be able to game the matchmaking. And basically, people would trade win and losses so that their matchmaking ranking would be too high. People would there's a whole bunch of stuff that people would do. And in the end, that first PvP season, I was playing as a mental troll at the time, and the game kept on matching me against rage players, rage tanks, and also against rage tanks that were in full vengeance gear. Because sadly, the first day we got the new PvP season, there are people who spam and spam and spam the missions, and after 3 4 hours, they had the full vengeance set of gear. So for extra fun, the matchmaking was matching me against tanks, and at the time, tanks had a huge advantage over controllers because of the rock paper scissors system. And Rage Tank also was the OP power at the time, so it was brutal. If you were playing as a controller like I was, PvP was brutal that summer, and it kind of burnt me out. Ajax, have you found the Scorching Chroma pack outside the broker? You cannot get it outside of the broker. You have to get it from the broker or from the trade chat. The trade chat would be the other option. But you're not going to find it. You're not going to find it on a vendor if that's what you're looking for. Let's see. Can we look before we get? Too late. We'll look at that afterwards, Ajax. So there we are. On Equinox, at this point you want PvP gear, you have a better chance getting Marks of Valor from having 2 consoles, 2 characters, and run your own matches. Well, yeah, I guess you could do that if you have let's say a PC account and a PlayStation account, yeah, you could decide to do that. I could have done that. That's not what I decided to do. I decided instead, let's see if we can have some matches with you guys, and here we are. Oh yeah. Sorry, Factor 7. Oh no, is they're going to use the console over there. Like if you use the console over there, it will activate the evil chemo.
Discharging electrical system.
And you see the result. Ah.
Electrical system charge complete.
Oh, did we lose the center? I guess we did. So we don't seem. Oh yeah, I think we do. Let's go back there after a while. So you will notice a lot of players will use powers or weapons. That kind of stuns a little bit. Stunning enemies is a big thing in PvP. And speed. Speed also is an important thing.
East control node enabled.
So this map over here, it's a mixture of balancing, defeating enemies, and capturing the objectives. Oh, oh, we lost someone. Did they get disconnected? Did they rage quit? We'll never know. But you soldier on. Even if you lose a partner, you stay strong and keep going. Ah,
East Control.
Oh, I was locked on the wrong character. That happens. Oh, we lost the objective here. Oh, Superman got disconnected, so now we know. Oh, yeah, it's something that's been an issue for some time. People keep on getting disconnected. So obviously that gives an advantage to the other team. What can you do? Almost there. Oh yeah.
Match over.
So for people who want to see how things went, oh, Narok was dominating. So did Miss Betty Boop. On Equinox, I just mean for 1 versus 1 on Xbox, there's barely any PvP players. Yeah, sadly for Xbox, you do what you can. At this point, you probably barely can play 1 versus 1. I understand, maybe 2 versus 2 if you're lucky. For Xbox or even Switch, sadly, the only way you will be able to play PvP is really organizing an event. Like you will have to find other people and say, hey guys, let's play PvP together, and that is how you will be able to play PvP on those platforms. So let's see if we can try. So let's go for Star Labs this time. So ideally, if you guys can queue for Star Labs, I don't know if we can reinvite in PvP matches. Nah, he didn't rage quit. He just disconnected. Six got on PvP 100, but lost some PvP pieces. Oh, yeah, it's okay. I did that too. Don't worry, I did that too. It had been so long since I played PvP that at some point I deleted some PvP gear by accident or I salvaged it by accident. So that's why I don't even have a full set of PvP gear. And so some of the PvP gear, like I bought from, I think, like some of the PvP gear, like the ring, I bought from the vendor, and in the safe house or the police station. So, oh yeah, pretty Betty Boop did good. Hello, Scooper. His day has been good so far. We're trying to play some PvP. So right now we'll play Star Labs if all goes well. And basically we'll try to cycle through those missions. So Temple of Isis, Arkham, and so on. And we'll try also some 8 versus 8. We don't have to add you, Cooper. Just queue for the mission. Basically, I show the mission that I'm queuing for. Ideally, you guys can queue for the same mission, and the matchmaking will actually do the teams. So just log in, Scooper, and I'll let you know what we're queuing for. And ideally, at some point, there might be even enough of us so that we might have 2 matches, 3 matches, 23 matches going on at the same time. That's kind of the hope behind that. Is the outfit supposed to look like a Dead Space character? No, it's supposed to look like a Checkmate character. I'll try to show it to you. Oh, the evil villains are already here.
Enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Terrarium control node.
So as you saw, I did a boo-boo. I stayed behind fighting the evil enemies, while everyone in my group left to capture the node. It happens. And sadly, I'm afraid that at this point, the villains will pick us one at a time as we respawn.
Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled.
Sorry guys if I'm ignoring the chat a bit. I'm a bit busy getting my butt whoop.
Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled.
So sadly, if we keep on being 1 versus 4, yeah, we're gonna get our butt kicked. Should I wait for our friends, for my team to be defeated, and then we go everyone together, or not? See, I went, and now I'm alone because everyone has been defeated.
Life support.
So I guess we're gonna have to try a different strategy.
Terrarium control node enabled.
So let's change our strategy. Let's try to go capture the nodes and see what happens. Oh, there's already an evil villain here. And you can see our friend spamming spamming his taser pull. That's not an accident.
Terrarium control node enabled.
Ah. So sadly, I was doing well against Batman until the evil other villain stabbed me in the back. Can you believe it? Villains stabbing you in the back. What's the world coming on to?
Life support control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled.
Oh, there's one coming here. Oh,
Life support control node enabled.
so ideally, I guess we should
Station control node enabled.
stick together as much as we can. Oh, I never realized that we're the evil villain side. See, we kind of got a reversal of the situation. Oh, we kind of got a bit of a reversal of the situation. Is that we're pretty much picking the villains down one at a time. Let's go over the rest of the team. Oh, I didn't realize I went all the way to the other side. Let's capture this one.
Match over.
That was a close call. So for those wondering, so here you can see the Batman. So if you're wondering why he was just spamming and spamming and spamming a taser pull, now you know. I disapproved it good. So let's get out of here. Unknown. Oh, let's go back a bit more. Miss Betty is a super OG player. That's good. We need OG players. As Six God, I play PvP since 2013. Yeah, I've pretty much been playing the PvP since the game. Actually, before that, 2011. I've been playing the game since pretty much I started. Been playing PvP since I started playing the game. Like I played, I had been playing the game for 2, 3 months maybe, and then I switched to the PvP server and never looked back until everyone was playing on the PvE server. So I had no choice. I had to follow everyone. Scooper Fox, can you make an updated Batman 2025 video? Absolutely, it's in the works. There's a Superman 25, a Batman 25, a Flash 2025. I just have the lots of video to capture and lots of editing to do. The helmet reminded you of Dead Space. I understand, but it's more. I'm pretty much trying to create a Checkmate character. We don't have the official Checkmate helmet in the game, but this is as close as we could get. So that's what I have. Curve one for the safe house next. We'll go in order and see what happens. So the next one should be uh, safe house will be the one after that. So let's go for Temple of Isis. So if you want to join us in Temple of Isis, you can. Miss Betty Boop didn't realize you didn't have PvP gear. That's all right. We'll do what we can with what we have. Ajax backstabbing. How dare they? Absolutely. I was surprised myself. I Miss Betty Boop just on the node. Yeah, it's what we should have done from the start. DCUO Factor 7, every time I block Lacerate, A-Ridge users, I don't get the counter. I don't know why. There's some issues with some of the counters. Sometimes there's some abilities that somehow you cannot counter for some reason. I don't know if it's a bug, a glitch, an exploit. I don't have the answers. I know that there are a few things that should have been fixed, and either they were never able to fix it, or they just never took the time to fix it. But either way, yeah, sometimes you'll block. It could be also a bit of lag. Like sometimes you'll block someone, and you'll be block broken, even though they didn't seem to use any block breaking ability. But it could be a bit of lag. It could be that they did block break and it was a delay or something. The counters to powers doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Thank you, Scooper. Oh, Miss Biddy Boop retracted her message, or I don't know if it's you, if it's Biddy Boop who retracted her message, or if it's the evil YouTube who did that. Sadly, sometimes YouTube removes messages, and we don't know why. As you saw, when you try to focus too much on one guy, the other guy attacks you from behind. So you have to, I think I mentioned that before, but you pretty much have to try to grow eyes in the back of your head when you play PvP, which is a great tool because it's something also that's useful when you play PvP. It kind of improves your game on PvE when you get used to playing a PvP. But you notice a lot of the abilities that are being used are abilities that kind of stun, that block, that break, that hold you, that stun you, and that kind of stuff. And I was locked on the wrong character again. My bad. See, I'm not sure why. I could have sworn I was locked on our friend over here, and somehow I was locked on the other dude. Oh yeah. Sir, oh disapprove. Oh disapprove is a machine. Ah, sorry, Superman. The video is already in motion. So, thank you, Scrolls. I was pretty happy with recreating a Checkmate type character. Again, I wish I don't understand why they couldn't give us like the actual knight character in DC Universe Online. Seeing out they did give us a few Checkmate sets of gear, but somehow they could not really give us an actual Checkmate set of gear for some reason. But it's been like that with DCO for forever at this point. Like they even when they give us iconic styles, they don't really exactly give us like the iconic style. And on the swivel, Deathmast, what's up guys? Hello Rock. Rage is my kryptonite in this game. I understand it's mine as well. And that was one of the issue way back when we got the first season of PvP. Rage was the latest power we had in the game, so a lot of people gravitated towards that because it was a new toy, so a lot of people wanted to try it, and also it was the OP power at the time. So holy crap! For my poor mental controller, having to fight tank after tank after tank, and even worse, rage tank after rage tank after rage tank, and even worser, rage tank in full vengeance gear. It was a nightmare.
Our numbers grow. Soon we will be invincible.
Oh, we are the villain side.
Heads up, the JLA is on site. Oracle sent in a team to steal the experimental bomb tech that I rightfully stole first. Jump into a protective mech and tag each bomb with a beacon so I can teleport them to another stash house for safekeeping.
There you go. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see what's going on when you're stuck in the middle.
I need backup.
Nothing can prevent our victory. Ever hear metal scream?
Sally, too busy trying not to die to do the objective. Oh well.
You're a... Surely you jest.
Teleportation beacon.
Holy crap.
accepted.
Lots of lag.
Watch the chassis.
That was not good. So ideally you want to use the mech thingy to be able to grab the objective.
Penny for your thoughts? That's all they're worth.
Teleportation beacon accepted.
My body is as mighty as my intellect.
That's sadly that's pretty much unplayable. You can see people going through the floor. Oh well. I was worried this might happen. And here we are.
Teleportation beacon accepted.
Shut. I'm hit.
Oh yeah.
The audience isn't
Let's try to
impressed.
take down the Zatanna. There are feats to take down the various NPCs.
Not even a dent.
And you may have noticed the cola doesn't give a lot of health back.
Watch the chassis! That it?
I need backup.
Ah, poor Metallo.
Not even a dent. Surely
Sorry guys, I'm not. I don't want to ignore the chat, but trying not to die here.
I'm gonna beat you in shape.
Almost there. Still on target.
Oh, this is how it's done.
Teleport.
Ah, in your floating green face, Oracle. I sent most of our bombs to a secure location off-site. The Justice League should leave the stealing to the professionals.
Oh, here a small temper really made a big difference. And you'll notice that on this map, defeating the NPC or the enemy, not really important. Like you can see, what really gives you a lot of points is getting the objective. So if you manage to get the objective, like you see the heroes, they scored 5 points because they were not able to get the objective here. So you have to basically, ideally you want to focus on the objective, not so much on defeating enemies. But sometimes you have no choice. So let's get back to the chat. Oh, I actually. So let's go and continue. So sadly, as you saw, there was a lot of lag on this map. It stinks, but hopefully it was a fluke. Maybe next time we play the map, we won't get as much lag. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, Arkham Asylum. Let's go there. So next one, Arkham Asylum 4v4. So let's get this party started. And also the good thing nowadays, don't need to worry about repairing our gear. I should probably. I should probably equip my trinket. Decisions. Let's use a trinket. The trinket will allow me to break out. which sadly is a bit useful because as you saw, there's a lot of crowd control being used, or a lot of ability that can stun you that are being used. I do have another thing about the quantum tunneling that I love. It's also it allows you to teleport. It's a shield, and it also allows you to break out. Yeah, everything else is disabled. And just that at some point in my PvP, let me show you. Like everything is disabled in arena, but in the open world, it's not. Like basically, I was keeping my belt so that I would have access to the bottle city sorter and a few other things in the open world. But yeah, in arena, no point in keeping the belt. Well, a little point. It has 200 toughness. Oh, actually, no point. 200 toughness. Okay, so no point really. A few extra stats, but yeah. So yeah, in arena, yeah, you have to use the trinket. But basically, I built my armory so that I would be able to play in arena and in the open world. Because sadly, we only have access to so many armories. Like we only have access to 4 armories. So it's kind of hard to have a DPS armory for arena, a DPS armory for open world, a PvE armory. There's not enough armory until they actually give us more options, like they did with the emotes. It's always a bit tricky. It's always a bit tricky with the armories. Did we lose a few people? Maybe. Or did they cure for something else? I suppose that's possible. So let's go for. Oh, there we go. Now, I guess one thing we could do is that we could cure for all the missions and see what happens. We'll try it at some point. DCUO Factory 7, someone took my spot last game. Yeah, sadly the matchmaking does the matchmaking. So, oh, we have the Batman on our side. Factory 7, you're back. I would be tempted almost to switch to controller, but seeing how the Batman is a controller, I'll stick to DPS for now.
Lobotomy lab control node enabled. Central guard post node
So again
enabled.
here, you're trying to capture the node, defeat the enemies,
Room control
and capture the node.
enabled.
Like you saw our friend Superman being ground control.
Scarecrow release enabled.
So crowd control is a pretty powerful thing in PvP, and crowd control or stunning is a pretty powerful thing, and you can be sure that there are people who will use it. I'm not sure why I was frozen for half a second. There's also other objectives you can try to capture, but oh yeah. Let's click. We're villains, so let's be evil and click the fallen enemies. Oh yeah.
When I'm done, your face will look worse than mine.
The Joker release enabled. Poison Ivy release enabled.
You're not Batman. I wanted.
Ah. I can't. There we go. I'm not sure why I was a bit frozen. I couldn't do anything. Oh, small temper had a big temper. So let's get out of here. Active threat just went against a small temper. The difficulty was crazy. It happens. Sometimes there's a lag that doesn't help. Sometimes you could be matched against a powerful opponent. You never know. Angel Hunter, Hello Multiverse, and crew. How's everyone feeling today? We're feeling good. Angel Hunter, are you doing regular PvP or Legends? We're doing a regular today. We'll try to save Legends for maybe the last Wednesday and the last Saturday of the month, or the last Sunday of the month. We'll see what we can do. Why is the Band of Hecate good for PvP? I'm told that there is a glitch where it does a truckload of damage. Basically, when they added the artifact, they probably didn't care so much about PvP, so they probably didn't balance it for PvP. And you'll notice I'm not using it. So Rage is just like that, I guess. I thought the Mental was the most OP, maybe not. Uh, we didn't see Mental players, so it's kind of hard to tell. I'll be right back. Just a minute, guys. Sorry, guys, when you have to go, you have to go. So let's go back to our. So if all goes well, guys, we should be able to do this to make this a regular thing. So let's go for a safe house recovery. So if you guys want to care for that. And again, it could become something, not just something that has to do with multiverse. Like, what if multiverse is busy that weekend and people still come in and log in and care for those missions? Oh, you're already in there? So I guess I was late to the party. But thanks, that kind of proves my point. I'm hoping that it'll reach a point where you won't even need your friend Multiverse. So if we can make it so that Wednesday and Sunday becomes a regular PvP event, that could be cool. Obviously, it might take a while. Does art matters in PvP? Honestly, I have no idea. They do work. So I'm guessing that they probably matter. Although, actually, I just realized like the Lazarus pit doesn't work. So I'm starting to wonder, do artifacts even work in PvP? Maybe not. Oh, there we go. So DCUO factor gave us the answer. So artifacts don't work in arenas at all. So that's good to know. Because you may have noticed I wasn't able to use my Lazarus Pit when I was knocked out. So obviously it doesn't work. And I don't recall seeing the Grimoire Verum. I don't recall seeing the Quizlet either. DCO Factor says also allies aren't supposed to, but there are some glitches where they do. And Superman says PvP Arena and Legends are only skill point based. Nothing PvE based works. Okay. Well, I knew that basically, sadly, if you have some PvE gear, like let's say the Mr. Merkle belt, that gear doesn't work in PvP. It's sad, but that's how it is. Or in PvP Arena, I should say. So also man says, so Clarion Bubble don't work. It's not supposed to. I guess if I care for as a troll, we would know soon enough. Seeing how here I do have the. I did not change my troll loadout, so I still have the Bird of Prey Company device. So Ozar probably doesn't work. So seeing how people are already in the mission and there's no other mission that pops, I guess that means that there's not enough of us just yet to be able to play some 8 versus 8. So we'll wait a bit more. So we'll play a few more 4 versus 4 matches, and probably a bit later in the stream we'll try some 8 versus 8. So again, our friend Superman says nope, nothing PvE based works. So your PvE gear, allies, artifacts, trinkets, sidekicks, none of that works. They even also disabled, like way back when we first got the lair system, you could actually use your backup, your henchmen, you could use your orbital strikes, you could use your supply drops in PvP. But at some point, they decided against that. I guess at first they were trying to quote unquote encourage people to purchase the alert system. And when it was clear that people were not going to purchase it, then they removed those items from PvP. It's a bit ironic also because there are some colas that you can craft in the Lightning Strike DLC. There were a couple of colas you could craft specifically for PvP that now you can no longer use in PvP because uh, for people who were not able to purchase the Lightning Strike DLC. Oh, I guess the match is done. Our friend Superman is here. Seeing how people already played the Safe House Rescue, Safe House Recovery, let's go also for the Safe House Rescue. And I'll give people a choice. Either you go for Recovery, either you go for Rescue. I'll let you guys decide which one we're going to play next. Seeing how you just played Recovery, maybe you want to play Rescue. Unless maybe you don't mind playing Recovery again. We'll find out. Is Nature good DPS for PvP? I have no idea. Someone else, maybe Superman knows. Maybe our friend Factor 7 knows. I couldn't. I haven't played enough with Nature to begin with, and I don't think I ever played Nature in PvP, so I couldn't even begin to tell you. Let's give a little bow here because we can. Oh, I thought you were in the match and just came out of the match. That's all right. So, guys, we'll let you decide. So, which safe house you want to play? Do you want to play safe house recovery or safe house rescue? The choice is yours. So, Factor 7 says nature is okay. Focus on using dog and gorilla forms. Superman, nature, no, to be honest. It's best to go healer emo. But I don't know much for nature. Factor 7, I'm playing like trash today. Sorry, guys. I don't have to apologize. I'm not in the match with you, so it's all good. When I'm in your team, then you have to do good. Other than that, that's fine. So it's a bit sad that we cannot get enough players to play two 4 versus 4 matches at the same time. Makes me wonder if we're going to be able to play 8 versus 8. We'll see. I guess we could still chat about various things. I have an upcoming video. I almost was able to load it before starting the match. Sadly, editing took me a bit longer than I expected, so I wasn't able to upload the video before we started playing PvP. But pretty much as soon as we finish playing PvP today, I expect a video about basically I'm talking about a little bit about EG7. There was an investors report not too long ago for the end of for Q4 of 2024, so we'll talk about that a bit. And of course, we'll talk about there was an interview with some of the DCUO dev, so we'll talk a bit about that. And one of the things mentioned in the interview is the absolute universe. Some of you guys had questions about the absolute universe, so you will want to watch that video if you're curious about that. Superman multi, I don't know if you answered earlier, but for your 2025 Superman film, do you mind if I could be part? Nah, it's pretty much already made. I'm tweaking the editing. I'm fighting with the editing. Let me say that. Let's say it like that. So nah, I'm sorry, Superman. Also, speaking of Superman 2025, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but 2025 is supposed to be the year of Superman. And DC also even have this event called Superman Summer of Superman 2025 or something like that, where basically the summer of 2025 will be the summer of Superman. They have a whole bunch of projects. Pretty sure the OP gear doesn't work, seeing how it's a PvE gear. DC has a whole bunch of projects of Superman related projects that will come out in 2025 for the summer of Superman. And you have to wonder, will DC Universe Online do something special for our friend Superman? We don't know just yet. Yeah, as far as we know, PvE gear is disabled once you get into PvP. So you really have to use a PvP gear and PvP, otherwise it just doesn't work. And the same for PvP gear. PvP gear has been disabled so that it doesn't work in PvE. The one exception is PvE open world. That is the one place where PvP gear actually works. And I guess the PvP open world would be true. That would be true also for the PvE gear. But see, I was poorly prepared again. Like I had tweaked, I had made myself a troll loadout, a troll armory, in case I needed to switch to troll in PvP. But then I just realized that my artifact will not work. So I'm gonna have to next time I'm gonna have to tweak this again. Oh, and I just realized I lost my trinket. Oh. So people have chosen the 4 versus 4 rescue. Where's my trinket? DCUO Factor 7, PvP gear stats are so far behind. Oh, let me switch to Troll first. Oh, see, you can see here, my artifact doesn't work. So, no choice, no choice. You have to use your PvP gear. You have no choice. Freaking got the wrong gear. Too many armories. That's what happens.
The police have been calibrating new emergency containment technology. It looks like when hell broke loose here, it set off lockdown procedures. There should be a device that will reverse the energy phase and lower the fields. Free as many League members and civilians as you can.
Dang, the opposite team was on the offensive pretty quick. Should I go for the objective? Nah, let's go help our friends.
The Justice League is so gonna kick your ass.
I've already called for backup.
Nah, close, but not enough. So there's an objective here that you... I forget how it works. There's something we have to do with that thing over there. I have to admit. Oh yeah, we have... Okay, it's not over here.
Where's that backup?
There's something we should be able to bring to the little guy that is trapped. And of course, as you can see, there are some NPCs. And same as before, like defeating the enemies will give you like 1 point, but actually completing the objective gives you, I think it's 200 points. So ideally, you want to complete the objective. And you may have noticed, even though I have a loadout that's fairly quick, it's still a bit slow compared to some of the guys we're facing right now. So speed is a pretty big issue in PvP. That's why you may have noticed I'm not using abilities like Time Bomb because in PvP, Time Bomb is almost useless. By the time your Time Bomb does damage, it's too late.
Why don't you cool off? Ugh, cold feet?
Evil Cheetah. Let's see if we can get rid of Cheetah.
Don't mess with me!
And you may have noticed the timer. Basically, there's a timer that goes on forever. So and it's on a 10-second scale. So depending on when you die and when you respawn, you could respawn and you have 2 seconds to wait. You could respawn and you have 10 seconds to wait.
Snap.
It depends on when you die, and it depends on the time on the timing. You think.
I'll make your blood run cold.
Sometimes when you have multiple effects on your character, you kind of become perma-stunned.
Why don't you cool off?
That took a lot of work. Oh, he tried to run away and was lucky we were there. So you see those little thing here, you have to bring it all the way to some of the NPCs. Oh, and the villains are
Yeah, this would be your bitter end.
way ahead of us on that one. But ideally, while your friends take care of the other team,
Power girl.
you can free some of the
I'll
NPCs.
make your blood run cold.
So much better to do the objective than to try to defeat the enemy team. But challenging as well. There should be another one. I forget where it is.
Yeah, this would be your bitter end.
Oh, there it is. Let's try to bring some help.
Don't mess with me!
Thanks.
Damn.
Too late.
All of the prisoners and they got some of the tech too. Oh well, we'll get it back. Hurry out of there.
Oh, a small temper really did hurt us. But yeah, the Factor 7, yeah, the stats for PvP gear, at this point, compared to PvE gear, if you're in the open world, there's no real reason to wear PvP gear, except maybe for some of the. When you get into the newest DLC, the DLC raises your combat rating. So what people would do at some point is that they would wear their PvP gear in those phases. So either way, they would have the minimum stat requirement for the DLC, and they would have their PvP gear on top of that. So that is the one place where people would use the PvP gear, at least for a while. Not sure if they still do that though. So let's see what's next on the menu. Let's go for Belrive or Belrev. I'm a bit puzzled because I don't know if they mean Beautiful Dream or the edge of a river or something. Because if they mean a beautiful dream, it would actually be Beau Rêve. Bel Rêve is not quite the right way to say that. And if they mean the edge of a body of water, it's misspelled. So either way, I'm always puzzled with that. Oh, Luna occurring for 5v5. Yeah, we'll do that soon.
Enough talking. Let's get this riot started.
Which is the best vendor for PvP gear? Doesn't matter.
Ooh, watch out
The PvP vendor all sell the same things.
duty and ready to test you if you get too close.
So we can see we're in trouble because right now they're going to be able to pick us up apart one at a time. Seeing how like here you can send by myself, waiting for the rest of the team, and sadly the rest of the team wasn't ready just yet. So my bad. I probably should have waited for the whole team to be back. And sadly it's going to be a decision like that every time. Like here, do I wait or do I go? Sorry, disapproved. I'm aware we're letting you down. Superman disconnected again. Sorry about that. And you may have noticed, like, as I was attacking Batman, my attack did nothing from a distance. Could be that their healer was on point. Could be there was a bit of lag. That happens too.
Harley Quinn. I didn't have these people arrested so they could sit around and soak up tax dollars. Hurry up.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Waller.
So ideally, you want the group to focus fire on the same guy, and that seems to be what they're doing. So we pretty much have no chances.
Quinn, what are you doing? I need recruits.
These knuckleheads will never make the cut. Next batch! Send in the next set of meat bags.
Active threat was actually an active threat. It was active and it was a threat. Sorry, Jax, for the best PvP vendor, all the vendors sell the same stuff, so it doesn't matter. Trickle death, actually, exactly. That's pretty much what it is. Lil Dumb, I'll answer this one time. I don't usually answer those questions. Can I have the void material? Absolutely not. It's like you're asking me for 500 bucks. Like, would you ask someone that you don't know 500 bucks? So obviously the answer is no. And yeah, as our friend Scrolls mentioned, the materials that are sold by our friend Booster, like at this point, you have to get it from Booster Gold, and the materials that Booster Gold is selling are account bound. So let's assume that I would like to give you 500 bucks. I can't do it. It's account bound. So the answer is no. Either way, the answer is no. Usselman, anybody have a Phantom Reaper amulet? Sorry, I don't think I have that. So it's another example. I can't help you. I don't have it myself. So let's start with the moon. So we're pretty much done with the 4v4 at this point. So we can start queuing for 5v5. Betty Boop tore it up. Absolutely. She did hurt us good. And Lil Dom, if you've been trying to get the material for 2 years, like I find it hard to believe that in 2 years you were not able to farm. Like you could farm for source marks and purchase quarks from the quarks vendor. So I find it hard to believe that in 2 years you were not able to do that. Like I understand maybe you don't want to do that because yes, it's a lot of work and you would have to play the long game. But at this point, that's what you have to do to get the materials. Full disclosure, I completely forget what we have to do here. It's been so long since I even played the map. Evil Rage Tank. It took a lot of work. Evil Betty Boop. No choice, we're gonna have to ban her. She's too good. I'm not sure why I lost my targeting. We probably should try to do the objective, but too late.
Match over.
Nah, we lost. Technically, there's a rock you have to bring to the other end of the map. We didn't do that at all. That's our bad. Oh noes! Holy crap! Active threat once more was pretty active. Um, just there is asking what's the mask you're wearing. It's the SCU or something. Well, let me show you. It's the SCU headpiece. It's the closest I could find to looking like a Checkmate Knight mask. So sadly, we don't have the official Checkmate Knight mask. So this is the less bad option we have right now. So we just played the moon. So let's see if we can play the pit now. The pit, if you're wondering, it's the area at the very bottom of the Hall of Doom. You'll see in just a minute. So now it's not the whole outfit checkmate. There's a few pieces that are like the belt is a checkmate belt, the chest piece, the gloves, the boots, but most of the outfit not checkmate at all. What happened to my trinket? I'm so sad now. Oh, there it is. It's okay, Luna. It happens. Yeah, active threat. You bad. You bad indeed. So you probably recognize the area here. So this is pretty much at the bottom of the Hall of Doom. And quite simply, you see the team over there. We have to beat the snot out of them. It's one of the. I don't think there's any objective on this map. If there is, I completely forgot about it. It's almost there. Yeah, it is chaos. If you don't know what's going on, it's okay. Neither do I. I guess it's one of the fun thing about the PvP is that anything can happen. Yeah, no objective. Yeah, it's what I thought. Oh, the objective here is let's beat the snot out of the other team. Vida, there's nothing really to do. We queue for missions. Once we're done with this one, we'll queue for another one. So all you have to do is log in, queue for that same mission, and you'll be able to play PvP with us. We did that on Wednesday, but on Sunday is the first time. We're hoping that I'm hoping that it's something we're going to be able to do a bit more in the future. So I'm sure you've noticed, fast attack is important in PvP, and it's what made the difference here. Nah, we lost. I'm so sad now. Before we leave, let's see if we can show you. So again, here you can see active threat was very active. So Veda, very easy. Just log in, and here we're going to go to the on duty menu, custom play, PvP. So we just played the pit. So let's play the watchtower containment facility, and the matchmaking will take care of the rest. Disapprove. How long have you been doing this PvP event? We did that last Wednesday. We're trying it today. So hopefully it's something new we're trying. Hopefully it'll catch on and people will do that all over the world. We'll have to wait and see for that. Oh, Superman has technical issues. It happens. Can you show us your style real quick? Yeah, I could try to. Oh, too late. We'll have to do that after, Jess. I completely forget what this. Oh yeah, I think I'm starting to remember. Sometimes when the enemy seems to be a little too tough for you, you can try to switch a target and see what happens. But the best option is always to focus fire on one target. So ideally, when you play PvP, you want to use your microphone to communicate with the rest of your team, and you want to try to maybe focus on one target. Sadly, if you play with random players, I understand that it's a big ask because sadly there's a lot of players who sometimes will eat chips, they'll eat, they'll scream, the wife behind them will scream, the kids behind them will scream. So I understand that sometimes, and you don't want to use a microphone. But for PvP, it kind of helps. Way back when, at some point, my league, when I had a league way back when, we're not the best players. They were not even great. I wouldn't even say that we're not even good players. They were very, very average, if not even below average. But the fact that we could talk to each other, that would make a big difference, and it would allow us to win a lot of matches that we probably shouldn't have won if it was just about the skill of the players. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll try 8 versus 8 soon, so we can see the result. Again, disapprove. Did a good job. So Veda, I need to bring my main hero with big CR or anyone is good. Anyone is good. At the very least, you'll get the game will give you some stats to your character. And over time, you will be able to purchase to gather some currency in order to purchase the latest the best PvP gear. Oh yeah, someone wanted to see the styles first, so let's do that quick. So for the headpiece, it is the SCU headpiece. Sorry, I forget where I got it, so I can't really tell you. The shoulders are the spin drift shoulders. For the chest piece, it is one of the Checkmate chest piece. I forget which one. It's the Checkmate Informant. The same for the gloves. For the boot, for the belt, it is only Checkmate. Completely forget where I got this one. For the legs, pretty much any slimline would do the trick. And for the boots, it's also the Checkmate Informant. So that is the style. Oh, and the emblem, I'm using the knight emblem. So basically, you have there's the Checkmate emblem in some of the gear, but the shoulders, this is the knight emblem. So let us go once more. So the Arkham Asylum will be our last one here, and then afterwards we'll play some 8 versus 8. I think I missed out part of the conversation. Deshaun, I'm always late to the party. Well, the party is not over. We've been here for a while, but we'll stick around a bit more. So Superman, I want to try 8 versus 8. So Superman, one more 4v4, 5v5, and then we'll go play 8 versus 8. There we go. So hopefully over time it will become a regular event. So hopefully people will come to play PvP on Wednesday night and on Sunday. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. So we did play the 4v4 earlier. Pretty much the same mission with one extra guy.
Lobotomy lab control node enabled. Central guard post node enabled. Boiler room control node
Oh yeah.
enabled.
That's one other thing about quantum tunneling. You have to be careful not to teleport yourself off the platform.
The Joker release enabled. Poison Ivy release enabled.
Don't you have a cat in a tree to save? Beat it. Please hold while your request is processed.
Evil disapprove. Too late, too late. There's a whole bunch of objectives here. There's a few things we can try to capture. There's consoles we can try to activate.
I got a punchline for you.
Ah. Well, let's wait for the scoreboard. Again, disapprove was lethal. Factor S did good. Factor 7 did good. So let's see if we have enough people for 8 versus 8. If not, we'll wait a bit. So let's start with Australia. So if you guys want to queue for that, and here you can see the in the chat box it says your PvE equipment has been re-enabled. So when we were in PvP, the equipment was not enabled anymore. Do not enable. That's okay. I have plenty of rust myself at Factor 7. Don't worry about that. Angel Hunter, I just carry my tomb is Earth Fire Force. Oh no, another evil tank. Evil tank of evil. So on this map here, there's a whole bunch of objectives we can do. There's points to captures. There's NPCs to defeat. Well, or players, I should say, to defeat. So here we can see the team.
Match commencing. Heroes control the processing facility.
Oh, there's two of them here. I'm in trouble.
Villains control the ziggurat.
Oh noes. Oh, we're the villains. Oh yes then.
Villains have lost the comm room.
Oh. Oh, there's no one here.
Heroes have lost the processing facility.
So you saw our friend was using block breaker. Even before I even thought about starting to block. Because a lot of players, one strategy a lot of players use is that they'll spam block break, and they'll spam block. So they block, and block some more. And in a lot of cases, all you have to do really is spam block break, and you're pretty much in business. I guess I'll stay here with our friend Aquabender. Oh, Bender is gone. See, she got me again. She was already block breaking even before I thought about blocking. Oh, we saw our friend teleport a bit. Sadly, we seem to have some bit, at least a bit of lag, if not some uber lag. So we see our friends teleporting all over the place. And sometimes also, one of the things I did mention that sometimes people are using a lot of ability that stuns. So obviously, in order to stun, you have to try to break out, which is pretty much the same as blocking. So when people are stunning you and you're trying to break out, they'll use that as an opportunity to block break you. So basically, they will set you up so that you have to block break you. See how sneaky those evil villains are? Ah, that's terrible. Which I guess is another reason to love quantum tunneling. Basically, you can break out without risking to be block broken. And once in a while, you can try to surprise them by actually blocking yourself.
Match over.
Oh yeah. Oh, pretty happy with myself today. Nah, I cannot scroll down. Sorry guys. I cannot show you all the details. Hopefully when they fix the UI, they'll fix that as well. Although this being PvP, I kind of doubt they would fix it. So let's go for the next one. So the next one is the Fortress of Solitude. There's a few objectives here. There's a few things you can use to try to give a buff to your team. There's a room in the middle where you can try to trap some of the evil enemies. And once the door gets closed to that room, if you're stuck in there, sadly you get defeated. And for those who might be wondering, how do I join or invite me to the group? There's no need. All you have to do is cure for the Fortress of Solitude, and the matchmaking will do the rest. So there we go. So sadly it became obvious at some point that there would be no way to play 8 versus 8 or even 4 versus 4 unless we did something about it. And this is pretty much what we can do. We can set up regular appointments where people meet up and play PvP against each other. And of course, now we wait. I was hoping that this being Sunday, we might have more people, but I guess not. Or people are busy running. Like right now, there's a lot of events that need to be run. There's the events, there's the regular content, and more that needs to be run. So yeah, it's easy to understand if people are busy doing other stuff. And also, at this point, we pretty much know that pretty much the lion's share of the DC Universe Online players are PvE players. Oh, and here we can see the evil villains. Evil active threat. Yeah, we see you there. Oh no, Spore Factor X. Oh, time to clicky click. Yeah, we're not evil villains, but let's clicky click anyway. It will slow them down a little bit. So there's a few ways to be able to get some buffs in here. I'll have to try to show that at some point. Not today, I guess. Like there's like an objective where you can get some defense for your group. You can get some attack to your group, some attack buff to your group. But that would mean leaving the group. And you may have noticed the supercharge. I would say the supercharge are useless, but they don't do a lot of damage in PvP, sadly. Oh. Sometimes you lose your target, you wonder why, and then you realize that oops, target is dead. So no choice, you move on to another target. And also sometimes you can be prepared when you see that the health of your target is going down. You can be sure that they might try to run away. So lunging at them might be a good idea when that happens. Or having a pull move. Having a pull move also works. Or having a move like a swoop attack. Oh, folding. Yeah, folding did good today. I'm not sure about the order. Like, obviously we're not in alphabetical order. Oh yeah, scrolls. Victory. Sir Smoked, how long y'all doing PvP today? I've no idea. Honestly, I'm not sure. We started at noon, so it's been a couple of hours already. What time is it? Yeah, it's been two hour and a half, probably a bit more, but I couldn't tell you how long. Where can you get PvP gear? There's PvP gear in every wings of the Watchtower and every wing of the Hall of Doom. So if you need PvP gear, that would be the place to go. Yeah, where there's in every wing of the Watchtower and where there's the statues with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Active threats, not gonna lie, I hate maps with buffs. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised because sadly that means that even if you are an awesome PvP player, if somehow the other team manages to get all the buffs, yeah, that's gonna sting a bit. So let's go for the HQ Hall of Doom. Miss Betty Boop, I can only carry so many people. Yeah, that's also one of the thing about 8 versus 8. Like in 4 versus 4, if you're a pretty awesome PvP player, you can pretty much wipe the floor with the other team. But when you reach 8 versus 8, it becomes a bit more challenging. So at 8 versus 8, yeah, you could probably have a few people that still don't do much in the team. But the if you fight, even if you fight players that are not quite as strong, if they're good at working together, at playing together, then it changes everything. Glad you have fun, Luna. I disapprove. I can only beat up players if they don't receive heals. Absolutely. So if they do get buffs and if they get healed by the healer, yeah, it does make things let's say a bit more challenging. DCUO Factor 7 seems like the Rage players are just dominating today. Well, Rage is pretty OP, and even especially in PvP. So yes, Water Heals is honestly insane. Active threat must be nice. Disapprove. You're getting 2 water healers. I guess a team with like four rage tank and 4 water healers would probably be a dangerous combination. So here there are a few objectives.
Welcome to the bonus round. Yay! I hope you're ready for fun and prizes. Let's take a look at our contestants.
Get to those security terminals. You dare set foot here. What are you looking for, Superman? All you found is your doom.
So here there's a few objectives. And also this is the first, there's basically 2 matches. There's a first match with those objectives. And there's also a second part of the fight with other objectives.
Allow me to break the ice with our.
It'll make more sense once you see it all.
Get to the security terminals. For that you will pay dearly. Perhaps death will bring me closer to my Nora.
It'll take more than that. You wish.
Oh, I think we just saw our first mental character. Apparently mental is OP in PvP. Been a while since I used mental at all, and especially in PvP, so I couldn't say for sure.
Just a scrap. Walking in here is the last thing these poor saps will ever do.
Let's see if we can take down the evil. Come on, the evil Deathstroke. I guess not. I'm not sure I'm stuck on Deathstroke. Oh yeah, let's get your click.
Yeah, I'm quivering.
I will crush Hush your feeble mind. No
Just in
more
time.
monkeying around, Grodd.
You can't hide your plans from us, Grodd.
Looks like the do-gooders and the hacker extraordinaire were able to break on through to the other side. And now, for everyone's favorite part of the show, wanton violence. Yippee! Be sure to take out the celebrities first. Give the old ratings a boost, eh?
So here we have to take down the legend characters on the other side. So the other day, there's one match at some point where we were so busy trying to take down the other team, we kind of forgot to take down the legend characters. And you can see we also have a bit of a buff because we sort of won the first match.
Put them all on ice.
You will not enter, perhaps.
Oh, here's Gorilla Grodd.
I'm on reserve power now.
Oh, there's Grodd. What happened to Grodd? Oh, we have Mr. Freeze here, I think. Oh, no, it's not. So sadly, sometimes it feels like you're perma-stunned when you're constantly being stunned, and especially when you're being stunned by multiple opponents. And we only got one of the characters.
The information we recovered will
Oh.
help us prepare for the Society's next move. We'll be ready for whatever they throw at us.
I guess that was enough to win. I could have sworn you had to defeat the legend characters on the other side, because there was one match where we were pretty much destroying the other team, but we were so busy doing that they defeated the NPCs. Folding did good. So while we were busy fighting the players, they defeated the NPCs and we lost the match. So I was a bit surprised here. So let's wait a bit for our health to come back. Factor 7, I've been mental this whole time. Oh, didn't realize you were mental, Factor 7. Then I didn't say anything. John, if you're on in the group already, it's hard to get in PvP. That's why we want to arrange those little occasions. So if everyone tries to log into PvP on Wednesday nights and on Sunday, everyone will be able to play PvP. You won't have to find a group. You'll just have to queue. You'll know that a lot of other players are queuing for PvP, and it could become an event for everyone. Flashpoint, no, there's no Flashpoint event. I assume it means the anniversary event. The anniversary event was in January. But our Flashpoint is a DLC. They called it the Flashpoint Paradox, and it's just one of the many DLCs we had in DC Universe Online so far. So guys, again, you don't have to do anything other than evil menu. So just cure for the HQ Watchtower 8 versus 8, and once enough of us are cured for that, hopefully the matchmaking will do its job and it'll match us together. So here you have our friend Factor 7. Let's take a good look while we're not busy fighting. So our friend Superman here. Oh, Batman has his Predator look. Ryoshu. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Oh, the Black King. That deserves a little bow. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, no, I shouldn't start that. Doom Phenomenon. Oh, Doom Phenom. You would think at this point we'd just enter the mission once they let us know that there's enough people who cared for the mission, but somehow it takes a while before we can get in. So here we have again it's going to be 2 matches. The first match,
Ignore the Joker and focus.
there are some turrets we have to sort of capture.
The watchtower and Grodd's leading.
I know what they're after. This is bad. I'm going to evacuate non-combat personnel. The automatic lockdown has dropped force fields around vital points in the hangar. I need you to take these energy disruptors and drop the shields so I can regain control. The villains will be doing the same thing, so protect those locations.
So we have to drop the shields. Evil Aquabands. We were buddies in the previous match. How dare you do this to me?
Manual access of emergency defense terminal authorized.
I'm going to teach you some.
As you can see, we'll be here for a while because he pretty much heals himself faster than I can do damage to him.
I was already going to kill you. Now I will make it hurt.
For that you will pay. Perhaps death.
Manual access of security network terminal authorized.
That's not nice.
Flee from me now or be eliminated.
A bit chilly for you.
You just made this personal.
Override the hangar's access points, so calculate.
You could pack it in the pool.
So as you saw, we're just going to take Aquaman down. He was healing himself way too much for us. And even the troll ability, like there's a troll ability that reduces enemies' ability to heal. But when you heal yourself so much, it doesn't matter if you like. Basically, the troll ability gives you 30% less heal or something like that. And but when you heal yourself so much, 30% less or not doesn't matter.
Override the hangar's access points so calculator can bring down their defense.
So it was a bit of a disadvantage for trolls in PvP because one of their few abilities was pretty much pointless in the end.
Network terminal.
Alright, this one here. Who's there? So you saw our friend here. He was blocking and blocking and blocking some more. That's the strategy very often. Although in this case, doesn't matter because what really makes a difference is his healing ability.
They cannot withstand Amazonian might. Forward!
If you're looking for a fight, try me. Look out! Maybe this'll knock some sense into you. Look out!
Detecting unauthorized access of the emergency defense terminal.
Back off!
Oh, you are in for a real treat. I mean trick. Oh, whatever.
So at this point, there's no point in going back to Surfer and Aquaman. We know that we can't do anything.
My will can't be broken. Stand behind me if you gotta.
And here it's no better. We're stuck against some rage DPS, so we're in trouble either way. Yeah, sorry I didn't get the chance to go check the chroma on the broker. We'll do that a little bit later.
For that you will can't be broken. Stand behind me if you gotta kneel before me.
Perhaps death will bring me closer to my Nora.
Oh. Bring it on! Nobody can make it past me! I'm no rookie. That won't stop me!
Come out with your hands up so I can give you a high five.
Let's see if we can take down Grodd. Evil Grodd.
Manual access of security network terminal.
Stand behind me if you gotta.
The sneaky staying behind.
Oh, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for you.
Bring it on! Nobody'll make it past me!
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
There's a sucker board every minute.
Did you see that? Attacking from behind? Evil villains. And sadly, we got the
Oh, I've got a few tricks
long
up my
10-second
sleeve for
timer.
Detecting unauthorized access of the emergency defense terminal.
Evil trickster.
Your defeat will be as bitter as my cold heart.
Again, 10-second timer. Sadly, random is random, and sometimes the random works against you. What you need to do.
Full access of emergency defense terminal authorized.
I will pound you for that.
Oh, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for you.
Detecting unauthorized access of the emergency defense terminal.
Oh well.
Even the Man of Steel cannot stand against me. My plan cannot fail.
We've got to stop him. He's going to use it to blow up the monitor womb, crippling the
I
watchtower.
know tank, it would seem not. We're playing with random players, so whatever the matchmaking give us, that's what we got. Superman was tanking, also need a group now. I thought it was starting at 5. No, we started at 5 on Wednesday, but for Sunday we started at noon.
Before they can use it to overload the monitor womb above. Grab it, but be careful and take it over to the energy sink pads. We have to save the watchtower.
See, that's why I wanted to. I usually start everything at 5, so that it doesn't cause a confusion. But at 5, it's a bit tricky for some people to be able to get in. So
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
So you can see the evil villains have the defense buff.
You're just an overgrown
Flee from me now or be eliminated.
The villains, they can't do anything without cheating. Can you see that?
You guys just never learn.
My will can't be broken. Stand behind me.
Aqua Dude, who's unkillable. Let's switch to our target. Let's help our friend Superman.
There's a sucker board every minute.
You guys just never learn.
Suffer me.
Who's upstairs? Sadly, flying gives quite an advantage sometimes. Because even if you're flying, if you're being targeted by a flying player, sometimes you get grounded. So even if your character is flying, if the other flying player manages to ground you, it's a bit challenging sometimes to try to target them. Let's see if we can do something about the Aquaman.
They cannot withstand Amazonian might. Forward!
That's not nice.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
And our friend Aquaman, oh, I thought he was going to run away. But nah, he just repositioned himself to heal himself some more. Oh well. It was tough work, but we finally got him.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized. Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Oh, you are in for a real treat. I mean trick. Oh, whatever.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Safely discharging unstable energy device. Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Feel my anguish.
Your villainy ends here.
And again, almost 10 seconds. Oh well.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
I'll tear you apart.
Let's see if we can at least take down Gorilla Grodd.
Unstable energy device.
By the power of Zeus!
Your defeat will be as bitter as my cold heart.
Safely discharging unstable energy device.
You're just an overgrown bully.
Whatever evil you're planning, I won't let it happen.
It'll take more than that.
Safely discharging unstable energy device. Safely discharging unstable energy device.
Suffer me.
Oh no, Atrocitus!
No one can withstand.
Oh!
Just when the show was starting to get interesting, the Justice League had to go and not get blown up. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. Then you lose some more. Enjoy your goodies, do-goodies. Don't choke on them.
So you see, despite everything, we still managed to win. Like our friend Betty Boo, even though she took down 18 people, somehow we did manage to pull through. Very often, completing the objective, much better than trying to fight to defeat other players. So some PvP matches are a mixture of defeating players and doing objectives. And depending on how things go, sometimes you could get the snot beaten out of you and still win the match. It happens. Let's try it again, because why not? So for those of you, maybe you thought you came in late, don't worry, we will play some more matches. So let's try Australia one more time. Miss Betty Poop is OP. Yes, she is, but still, she wasn't able to turn the tide. Sorry, active threats. Glad you had fun, Scrolls. Oh yeah. Let's go see for the scorching material. So here we see the Scorching Chrome pack for 25 million. And the material for 18 million. So sadly, you will have to roll your sleeves and play the broker game to purchase the material. And sadly, when there's people who expect other people to just give them the material, the people who are able to purchase the material, they had to work to farm for cash in order to be able to have the cash they have. So basically, when you're asking someone else to give you a material like that for free, what you're saying that you're not willing to do the work to get the material, and somehow you expect someone else who did do the work, who did roll their sleeves, who did gather their cash, to basically just give it to you. Like if somebody else was able to roll his sleeves and play the broker game and play and get the cash to purchase the material, why can't you? Understand that maybe you're a free-to-play player, maybe you don't, and if you're a free-to-play player, players cannot trade with you anyway, so it doesn't matter if they can give you the material or not. I'm glad you had fun. Disapprove. Via the Batcall style only from Ultimate Batman bundle you can get. Absolutely not. There are a few options on the marketplace. If we go to styles, I guess we're gonna have to scroll and scroll and scroll some more. Come on, come on. So there is a Dark Knight Call pack you can get for $2 on the marketplace. Yes, there is the Ultimate Batman bundle that you can also get on the marketplace. Actually, it's the Gotham City.
Match commencing. Heroes control the processing facility. Heroes control the ziggurat. Villains control the processing facility. Villains have lost. Villains control the comm room. Heroes control the processing facility. Heroes have lost the processing facility. Match over.
Hello, hello. You hear me now? Okay. Yeah, sadly the audio kind of crashed sometimes. I guess I was lucky because usually you have to log out and log back in. But just unplugging the mic and replugging it kind of fixed it for now. So yeah, people were a bit surprised that they felt that they lost the match and they thought they were winning. Sadly, sometimes again it depends. It could happen that you defeat a lot of enemies and still end up losing because people captured the objectives. It happens. So let's see. So what next? So I was talking a bit about the Batman call a bit earlier. So there's a couple of versions you can get from the marketplace, but there's a few versions you can get in game. So you can get it from Doctor Fate. There's the desert version from Doctor Fate. There's a version from Lobo and one of the Washington D.C. map, and more. So there's quite a few options. There's the Batman, the Flashpoint Batman call you can get from our friend Booster Gold. So if you're looking for a Batman call, there's quite a few options. But yeah, if you're looking for the long geared version, yeah, you will have to get it from the bundle. Although there is also the super long geared version that you can now get from Batman Day. So there's a bit of an embarrassment of riches for Batman Call at this point. Noah, what power are you using? I'm using a Quantum. The best power in the game with Quantum Tunneling. Sort of. Also, I could have sworn I saw another comment. Where is that? With power, cut out, cut out, cut out. Again. Oh yeah, there it goes. Toxic Shadow says it's not Wednesday yet. Yeah, I decided to do it twice a week because just Wednesday, uh, it'll oh, I'm lagging in and out. Oh, then nothing really I can do about that. Let's try again. Hello, hello. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Hopefully it's better. Or is it? But do you hear me good? Like, is the audio nice, or is it still cutting off? Sounds good to me. Okay. So let's go back a bit. Yeah, it's not Wednesday yet. Yeah, we'll try to do that twice a week, twice a week, because once a week, I came to realize that like last Wednesday, uh, even though we played for a few hours, I was not even close to be able to purchase one piece of gear for the Nightwing gear, or even some of the other gear for that matter. So at this pace, it would take like 52 years to be able to purchase the PvP gear. So I thought, well, let's try it twice a week. Also, the same for the feats. Like, if people want to be able to get the feats, we have to play it a little bit more than just once a week. Factor 7, kind of surprised we lost that. Felt like we were winning. Yeah, sometimes you think you're winning because you're defeating a whole bunch of enemies, but you don't realize that some of the enemies did capture the objectives, or worse, maybe some of your teammate got beaten, just not beaten out of them. It happens. What's the event? We're playing PvP, Jordan. It's pretty much that simple. So if you need to play PvP to get some of the feats, if you need to play PvP to get some of the currency to purchase the rewards, the gear, then just queue with us. So right now we're queuing for the Fortress mission. Let me show it to you in case you don't know what I'm talking about. So right now we're queuing 8 versus 8, Fortress of Solitude. So anyone who wants to come in, very simple, queue for the mission, and the matchmaking will do the rest. I think he says he was hearing me the whole time. I don't know what happened. Some people apparently could not hear me. Angel Hunter, thank you. It's the only way for us to get Valor for gear. DCUO Factor 7, the most efficient way to get the marks is just play 1v1, 2v2. I understand because the match are faster. But we'll stick. If people want to play 1v1, 2v2, they can pretty much do that anytime they want. But if they want to play 4 versus 4 or 8 versus 8, arranging an event like this one is pretty much the only way that people will be able to do that. Oh, we have a little dancing lady. Batman with his signal. So proud. Oh, someone has declined, so let's try again. We're playing the Fortress next. So that with Factor 7, like if people need some of the feats for the 4 versus 4 or 7 versus 7, hopefully after a while we'll be able to get them some of those feats. And of course, to get some currency. Again, for the 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2, I'm pretty sure people can do that on their own. But it gets a bit tricky for the group stuff. And right now it is a new thing we're trying. So hopefully after 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 23 weeks, people will know about it and more people will queue for the events. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, we got the 60 lady with us. Oh, Powerhouse. You guys are done. Powerhouse is with us. With the long gears, yeah, there's the cowl we can get for Batman Day that has long gears, and there is the bundle also that has long gears. There was too much stuff on my screen. I couldn't see what was going on. Oh no, they clicked on me. They're so mean. See how mean villains are? I'm not sure why most of our team is spread all over the place. Oh well, it happens. And there's usually some buffs we can get. I forget where. Oh, like usually sometimes here there'll be some buffs, either some defense buff or some attack buffs. So when you see people leaving the group, usually that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to try to get one of those buffs. And sometimes the buff is over there, right in the smack in the middle over here. But you have to be careful not to be caught when the door closes. But with the buffs, when there's 5, 6, 8 enemies against you, nothing we can do, even with the buff. It's sad, but what can you do? So when you pass in front of places like this, I take a quick look if maybe the buff is there. If it is, there's no reason not to pick it up. And if it's not, well, too bad, so sad. I'm gonna end up against the whole team. It's not. Oh, there he is. So you saw a friend try to run away. Usually, what happens? As soon as you turn on them and they realize that, oopsie, they're not. You realize that we're there. They try to run away, and luckily we were able to prevent that. Ideally, you want to have maybe a pull move or something like that to be able to prevent them from running away. Ah, we lost. I'm so sad now. Oh, Scratchy the Great, he did great. Scrolls, I'm near the Watchtower. Been a while. I've been there. Veda, can you make a video about your materials? Yeah, I'm probably overdue for a new video. We'll see what I can. But at this point, the problem with that is that at this point, there's so many materials. Oh, wrong. Oh, there it is. At this point, there's so many materials that trying to make a video about that, I'm not sure how I could do it. I have a video from way back when about showing all the materials I had at the time, and I'm pretty sure I made videos about all the materials afterwards. So if you're looking for a specific material, Pretty sure I made a video about that. And if you look at my video with all materials, you will see a whole bunch of materials in that video. But here you can see that there are so many materials at this point. It's getting a bit tough to be able to make a video about all of those materials. Some people are asking to go back to 4v4. Now we'll finish 8v8. There's only 2 more 8v8, so we'll play those 2 missions. Maybe 1v4 after that, and that'll probably be it. Oh, Black Guns Mage, good reminder. So the marks cap is 60 to 50. So for Valor, 255 for Legends. So let's see how many we have. So right now 3,000. That did go a bit faster than I thought. Still not enough to purchase a piece of gear though. And for the Legends, at this point, I have to admit, don't really care. I have pretty much almost all the characters anyway. At some point, they had added some base items that we could purchase for Marks of Legends. Sadly, these were the BVS base items, and we cannot get them anymore. Hello, Luna. You're Stelly. How was your day? The day has been good so far. So you're the one dancing to entertain us. It's nice. Vaida, by the way, for Big Emblem, there are only 3 chest styles. Actually, there's only 2 chest styles. I'm curious to see what is the third one. Well, yeah, 3 if you count like the Tempest Reginot, there's the regular and the enhanced version, and there is the Stalwart Defender style. Unless there's another chess piece that I don't know about. Which is not impossible. Way back when, the Stalwart Defender chest had the same emblem as everyone else. But for some reason, for that one chess piece, they did make the emblem a bit bigger. Afterwards, people have been asking if they could make the emblem bigger on at least one Slimline set of gear. They didn't do it. So yeah, guys, so there's a cap to how many marks you can get. So at some point, yeah, you have to spend your marks, otherwise you might miss out on earning some more marks.
Welcome to the bonus round. Yay! I hope you're ready for fun and prizes. Let's take a look at our contestants.
Get to those security terminals! You dare set foot here. What are you looking for, Superman? All you found is your doom!
So you can see here our friend Batman does have a bad call of the long gears. That is the bad call you can get for the from Batman Day.
Oh, I've got a few tricks up my...
I'm on reserve power now.
You're strong, but I'm stronger. You're just an overgrown bully. That's not nice.
I guess we're able to take down Kilowog and Shazam. Oh, Stelly. Oh, poor Stelly. Sorry. I knew you were so nice to dance with us before. I feel a bit guilty right now. Can we kick it? We can't. I'm so sad now. Oh, I get it. Not sure why we're red team. We're the heroes. We should be blue team. Nah, doesn't matter. Nope.
Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, they all fall down.
Evil Shazam.
You're strong. Ugh.
With none on our side, there's no way we can lose. Impossible. None is like Superman, but more brutish.
Oh, you are in for a real treat. I mean trick.
Poor Stelly.
Whatever.
I think Stelly will not dance with us for us no more. We keep on beating her up. Oh. Evil controller. There we go. Sorry, I had to plug in my controller. Batteries. We've been playing for too long. Batteries isn't like that.
Your invasion attempt is as feeble as your mind.
I would like to formally apologize to Stelly. Didn't mean to be mean to her.
Congratulations all around. Villains, don't forget your party favors provided by that creepo with the kidnapper glasses, Calculator. Be sure to take out the celebrities first. Give the old ratings a boost.
So overall, the first part of the match is not too big a deal because it does give you the buff, the defense buff, but you could still win the other match and win. This is where it's actually important to win.
Put them all on ice.
I'm on reserve power now.
Oh, we lost the Kilowog, it seems. Let's see if we can find some of the other allies.
Oh, I've got a few.
Boy, those villains are prepared. Hey, heroes, watch your step. Kaboom!
I got fooled into attacking the sidekick. Or brick in this case.
You boys sure weren't monkeying around. Way to show Johnny on the spot that he can't just waltz in and own the place, even when I leave the keys in the door. Sheesh.
So let's take a minute or two to heal ourselves. So let us go play the last 8 versus 8. And then afterwards, we'll try something with 4v4. So let's go for the Watchtower 8 versus 8. Absolute Scrolls. Victory. Our friend Stella is so nice. We were mean to her, but she still danced for us. So this is going to be our last 8 versus 8. So if you guys want to play 8 versus 8, the time is now. So I wanted to declare Wednesday a PvP day or a Checkmate day where we'd play PvP, but as it turns out, we'll do that twice a week. So we'll just rebrand it the Checkmate event. So Wednesday night and Sunday at noon will be the Checkmate event. And sadly, there are no prizes. It's not an event organized by the devs or anything like that. It's just that if you need to get some of the feeds from the PvP missions, if you need some currency to be able to purchase the gear, those will be the days where you will be able to do that. So ideally, we could turn this into a regular event. Heck, people could do this even if the evil multiverse isn't there. Oh, we got the Stelly on our side this time. I'm going to feel less guilty right now.
Ignore the Joker and focus. A society attack squad has breached the Watchtower and Grodd's leading...
I know what they're after. This is bad. I'm going to evacuate non-combat personnel. The automatic lockdown has dropped force fields around vital points in the hangar. I need you to take these energy disruptors and drop the shields so I can regain control. The villains will be doing the same thing, so protect those locations.
Evil villains.
Bring it on! Nobody will make it past me!
Yeah, I hate it when the camera gets close like that.
Be smart.
Manual access of Tech Wing power coupling authorized.
Come on. At least make it a challenge.
Manual access of security network terminal authorized.
This is gonna end now.
Evil villains.
Access of the emergency defense terminal. Detecting unauthorized access of the security network terminal.
I'm on reserve power now.
No one can stop my primal rage. This world will be...
Ah, the 10-second timer.
Come out with your hands up so I can give you a high five. Nice, I want to see.
I'll rewrite your history.
Pathetic.
Another 10 seconds.
And the heroes went wee 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 all the way home.
I'm on reserve power now.
Weed me.
Oh, where's everyone?
Kneel before me.
Not too bright, are you?
I will pound you for that.
Cybernetics, baby.
I will
Detecting
crush your feeble
unauthorized
mind.
access of the tech room power coupling.
I'm on reserve power now.
It's like you're standing still.
Yeah, when you get jumped by multiple opponents, it's rough. It's rough. I'll be the first to admit that.
You're too slow to stop the society.
Manual access of tech wing power coupling.
Oh, that was a lag.
It'll be quick.
That was some uber lag. Oh, let's bring back our friend. Or can we? Oh, yeah.
Detecting unauthorized access of the emergency defense terminal.
Primal rage.
Oh, rally 50 iconic allies. Oh, that's nice. So at the end of the day, guys, whether you win or lose, it's not as important as even if there's no special rewards, nothing like that, you will still at least be able to get some feats. And of course, even if you don't win the matches, you will still get some currency for your characters.
Manual access detecting unauthorized access of the tech room power coupling.
You don't have to do this. Ugh.
Detecting unauthorized access of the emergency defense terminal.
No one can stop my primal rage.
Nah, we're timed out.
Steel cannot stand against me. My plan cannot fail.
We've got to stop him. He's going to use it to blow up the monitor womb, crippling the watchtower.
I guess we didn't win this round. Oh well. But even though we didn't win the first round, we could still win this part. Oh, did the audio crash? I don't hear anything no more.
Overcharged and leaking radiation. We need to safely discharge the excess energy before they can use it to overload the monitor womb above. Grab it.
That was quick.
Be careful and take it over to the energy sink pads. We have to save the watchtower.
Safely discharging unstable energy device. Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized. Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
Alright, that was a lot of work.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized. Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized. Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
Not sure why it was frozen for a second and a half or two.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
It's like you're standing still.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
Time to clicky click. So you can see the objective.
Warning,
Ah.
Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
And sadly, when you have it, you're not flying, of course.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized. Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized. Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
John says that Webbeter has Rage. Well, Rage is pretty OP, so yeah, I suppose.
Sheesh, I guess the heroes have been eating their flankies.
Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
And fade
Ah.
to black. The Justice League won't be tuning into our show or any other show for quite some time.
Damn, Scrafty the Great.
Big Brother's eye is poked out. We'll have ample opportunity.
So let's play one final match. And let's try something crazy. So if we go to custom play, let's go to PvP. And let's see. Let's go for all the 4v4 and let's see what happens. So if you guys want to queue for 4 versus 4, this will be the last match for today. So ideally, guys, if we can make this a regular event, that would be great. And it will allow people to be able to play PvP once more. And also it would allow new people who were not able to play PvP way back when to at least be able to play PvP a little bit now. Oh noes!
Heads up, the JLA is on site. Oracle sent in a team to steal the experimental bomb tech that I rightfully stole first. Jump into a protective mech and tag each bomb with a beacon so I can teleport them to another stash house for safekeeping.
No pain, no gain, right?
Oh no, Stilly is attacking me once more.
Think you're tough?
So here there's a whole bunch of stuff also you need to do. So basically there are some objectives you need to complete, and there are some NPCs also you can defeat. There are fees for defeating various NPCs, and also for how many times you can defeat them, I think.
Mechanized assistance suit enabled.
Take them out.
Teleportation beacon accepted.
No.
Teleportation mechanized assistance suit enabled.
There. Where's the suit? That was a close call.
If you cannot fight, you die!
Teleportation beacon accepted.
Nah.
Rip you apart! I'll get you.
You fight sloppy.
Are you even going to make it a fight?
Oh, there it is.
Mechanized assistance suit enabled.
I've felt far worse.
Where's the thingy?
Try harder.
1199, request assistance.
I serve Gotham.
Ah, come on.
Teleportation beacon accepted.
Madre de Dios! I bet you taste like chicken.
Mechanized assistance suit enabled.
You are a worthy opponent! Think you're tough? You'll get yours soon enough.
Before
I'll
we
snap you like a twig.
get into trouble too much.
You fight sloppy.
Claw venom! twist your
Oh.
arms off. I'll get you. Think you're tough?
You won't win this war.
Where's the thingy?
Rip you apart.
Try harder.
Oh.
Honey, I don't want to break all your bones, but I will.
Ah, she's so mean. She wants to break our bones. Oh, the suit.
Even going to make it a fight?
The suit didn't last.
Mechanized assistance suit enabled.
I could. Oh, there it is.
Teleportation beacon accepted.
No time for clicky.
Mechanized assistance suit enabled.
So now at this point, there's two things we could decide to do. We could decide to end the game, or we could decide to stretch it and just defeat the NPCs. Like if you need to defeat certain NPCs, that would be a good time to do that. I could have sworn there was one here the other day.
Like a twig.
I guess not. It's good. I needed to get back here anyway.
No gain, right?
I'll get you.
Oh, I think it's over there.
Try harder.
Oh, there it is.
Teleport.
Ah, in your floating green face, Oracle. I sent most of our bombs to a secure location off-site. The Justice League should leave the stealing to the professionals.
Sir, our friend Betty Boop did a good job. Foldings did a good job. Sir Garwin is asking, we're pretty much done, guys, for when it comes to playing PvP. I'll just answer a question or two, and that's going to be pretty much it for today. Sir Garwin is asking, greeting of all team. My question is, during these matches, have you ran into any speed hacks or any other hackers? Not as far as I can tell, although they're like sometimes it's kind of hard to tell because we had one time where people were being teleported all over the place, but it was because we had hit some uber lag somehow. So at least I assume it was some uber lag. Like, could it have been a speed hacker that were hacking their way through the map? I don't think so. The way it was happening, it did look like we people were being teleported, people were falling through the floor, so it did look like uber lag. But you can see for yourself. Basically, this is just the second time we did this. So if you watch the replay for today, you'll be able to tell us if we did see speed hackers or not. And we did that also for last Wednesday. So if you watch the replay for last Wednesday, maybe you'll see speed hackers and you'll be able to point them out. If there was, I didn't notice. Thank you, Luna. Let's give a little bow to everyone because we can. Thank you, Inky. Sorry, got a bit distracted for a second. So this is pretty much what we're going to try to do. So next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll play some more PvP. And the Sunday after that at noon Eastern Standard Time. So we'll try to do this twice a week. So again, at 5 p.m. on Wednesday and at noon on Sunday. And it is also Eastern Standard Time. Sir Godwin, thank you for the stream. You're very welcome. Have a great evening, you all. You too. Oh, we got mail. So ideally, guys, you don't need PvP gear to be able to play. But if you do want to have some PvP gear, you can prepare your character for next time with some PvP gear. Again, if we go to let's go to the Watchtower because why not? So I will show you all the vendors just in case. So if some of you guys want to get ready for holy Spider-Verse, Batman. And there's even another one over here. Oh no! This has become the Spidey Universe Online. So in each wing of the Watchtower, there are PvP vendors. So here we have our friend Aquaman, who's the PvP vendor. And they all sell the same stuff. So it doesn't really matter which vendor you come and see. All the vendors are pretty much the same. The only difference is that it's a different wing and different NPC. So there's the vendors over here.
Each piece of enhanced battle armor is available in multiple
So this one will sell you gear.
Customizable colors.
And this one here will sell your weapon. And there's some of the older PvP gear that is no longer gear in the game, but you can still purchase the styles over here. So this was the magic wing. If we go to the tech wing, the meta wing. I forget which side the vendors are. Let's go over here. And of course, I had one chance out of two. I had to mess it up. So if we go over here, I forget which vendor sells what. I think we have to talk to Hawk Girl. Okay. So you can see Hawk Girl is the one selling the PvP gear. It's the same gear as Hawkman. So it doesn't really matter each way. I guess I could purchase a new shoulder piece, I guess. I'll have to give it some thoughts. And if we go to the tech wing, I think in the tech wing, Robin is the one selling the PvP gear. Ajax, Marvel Invasion, absolutely. So there you go. So you have the PvP gear from our friend Robin. And I forgot to mention that, but so basically you have Robin that's selling the PvP gear, and here there's a little robot that's selling the weapons. So again, it's pretty much the same setup in all the wings. So one NPC sells the gear, another one sells the weapon. And in the Hall of Doom, it's the same thing. So there we go, guys. So the next time we will play PvP will be Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So why different times and why different days? Sadly, sometimes there are people who work on Wednesday night. Sometimes there are people who work on Sunday during the day. So hopefully they will be able to play either on Sunday or either on Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see for that. So guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us. Thanks to everyone who came to chat with us. And of course, thanks to all of you guys who are watching the stream. You guys are awesome.